Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for joining me here again on the channel at TruLuv Designs. I am Tequila B, and today I have a great pattern haul for you guys. I was lucky to barely catch this last Joann sale on McCall's and Butterick pattern. I was watching a video on YouTube and they said they went to a sale. Yeah, and I was like, I don't remember hearing about a sale. But so I went ahead and called my local Joann's, and sure enough, they were having a sale. So as soon as I got off work on Friday, I headed on over to Joann's because I didn't want to miss out on the patterns that I was looking for. So I was able to knock off quite a few patterns that were on my list, and I'll go ahead and share those with you now. So the first pattern is McCall's M8413. I did pick this one up off the rack, and the rack number is R11883. Of course, that's not how you will find this pattern. You'll use that M number 8413, and this is a Mrs. Caftan in 2 lengths. And I first saw this pattern on Mimi G's Instagram. I think she had made it using this fabric here. Now I do love this pattern because of the ruching that it has in the front. Let's see, the differences are A is short, B is long, and C is color blocked. I haven't done any color blocked garments. I think it's interesting and it's something that I might do in the future, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I did get this pattern. The next pattern is McCall's M8043, and it is described as a Mrs. Top. And the version that really drew my attention is view A. I love these sleeves. I love them. And I like the collar. It reminds me of a turtleneck. And you can wear this anytime. So I think this will be a great option for me. And I love that peekaboo feature. I do like the bow on view B, but I hadn't always been a fan of things that tie in the front of my clothing just because of, a little extra weight in the tummy area. But I have lost a little weight, so I'm not sure what it would look like on me now. I don't mind giving it a try, but, we'll see. The next pattern is McCall's M8414, and this is a men's knit shirts and shorts. Now, when I first saw this pattern, I believe it was on Serena's channel. I think she made this top for her husband, and it reminded me of vintage style, and it put me in the mind of vintage men's fashion, which is what she specializes in, is vintage wear. So I made sure that I picked this up, and luckily my husband did go with me on this trip to Joann's, and I had a chance to ask him if this was something that he would like, and he did say yes. I never want to make anything for him that he is not going to wear or going to like. So I was glad he was there to give his input on this pattern, and since he said yes, I went ahead and got it. The next pattern is McCall's M8421. It is a Mrs. Knit scrub tops, pants, jogger, and cap. Now, I had been waiting forever for a knit scrub pattern. I do have, I think, like 2 other scrub patterns, but they're for wovens. I don't know why that word is throwing me off right now and I can't seem to say it right. I don't know which one is right, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this pattern is for knit fabrics. Look at it. Take a good look at it. I've been waiting for a knit scrub pattern. I see people in them and they look great. They are a great fit. I don't care for the woven scrubs. I will wear them. I have worn them, but they're just so like baggy to me. They make me feel, I don't know. I can't even tell you. It makes me feel real tomboyish. Yeah, when I wear them. So I'm happy for these knit scrubs because I am going to make some so that I can wear them more in the office. The next pattern is McCall's M8415. It is a men's lined vest, shirts, tie, and bow tie. So that tie and that bow tie is actually a bonus because when I saw this pattern, I didn't even notice the bow tie or the tie. And the bow tie is here on view E and G, and then there's the tie on BF. I really bought it for the variety, for the variations of vests and shirts. I also ran this pattern by my husband and he liked this one as well, so I made sure I went ahead and got it. And I'm sorry the lighting is changing because the sun is kind of doing its thing. Next pattern is McCall's M7637. It is described as Mrs. and Men's jackets, unisex lined jackets with separating zippers, rib knit trim strips, and pocket variations. Also contrasting sleeves. So my son recently asked me to make him a hoodie, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to do that for him. And then I like the fact that this pattern is unisex. You know, you get a good 2-for-1 out of this. You know, I can make one for me and my husband and get a hoodie for my son out of this pattern. So I'm really glad that I picked this one up. The next pattern is McCall 7908. Yeah. And it is described as a Mrs. and Miss Petite jumpsuits with A, B, C, and D cup sizes. Now, what attracted me to this pattern is it has a front exposed zipper, and the reason I picked this pattern up is for that zipper. But my daughter asked me probably like over a year ago to make her jumpsuit with a zipper in the front. I did find a tutorial on YouTube. I mean, it was helpful and it wasn't. I saw how to do it, but I was so early on in getting back into sewing that I was like, I'm gonna need a pattern for that. So I was really glad that I found this pattern because now I can finally make that jumpsuit for my daughter with her zipper in the front. We even went and found like a cute little zipper pull that she wanted, so I still have that. And so hopefully soon I'll be making that jumpsuit for her. This next pattern was not part of the Joann sale. I actually purchased this pattern off of Etsy. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I was looking for this pattern and couldn't find it. I finally found it on Etsy, and I think it cost me like altogether maybe like $11 to $12. And that's the only thing about Etsy is if you buy more than one thing, you have to pay each shop's separate shipping, which I do not like that at all, but I understand because they are individuals, so you know they have to cover their own shipping. So I'm watchful about that when I order from Etsy because I like to spend my money wisely. So if I don't really need some at the time, I'll wait on it. But this pattern I actually wanted to do for my men's collection is Simplicity 2346, a learn to sew pattern. It is a men's vest with trim variations. I guess I still can throw it in there. You know, we still have time. I know I said for the month of July, but actually I'm just running it as I make things. My husband is enjoying getting these garments from me. So he's brought out a lot of creativity in me because some things, you know, I don't even think about and he does. And I'm like, why don't I think about that? Or why didn't I think about that? So I'm really enjoying doing this menswear collection. And of course, I'm going to sprinkle some other things in there, you know, every now and then. But I was glad I finally was able to get this pattern. Now, the pattern itself was only $7.99, I believe. But then the shipping was like $5. So that's about $13. So I wasn't mad because I can't find that in the store. And then, you know, I couldn't find it on Amazon either at the time. So I went ahead and ordered it from Etsy, and I'm glad to have gotten that pattern. So I will add that to my menswear collection. If you've enjoyed this pattern haul and want to see more sewing content like this, make sure you hit that like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment and share this video with a friend. Until next time, keep sewing.